time. Hi, everyone. Oh, hi. I didn't know so many people were here. Thanks, you guys. It's weird. Like, all I have to show of my mom are pictures when she passed away. This last past February. And I've done that in my community posts. I don't have any videos. I don't have FaceTime. I mean, I do, but she never wanted to do anything like that. So, yeah. And I realized I don't have my mom's voice except on the other phone that I had when I was on my mom's plan, which I had to get a different phone. So I guess I can take the Sims card out or something someday and have my mom's voice and my dad's, because when they would leave a message, you know, or something like that, which wasn't very often, I usually answered, always, I'd at least have their voice someday. There is a VCR of my mom when she traveled here when Parker was a baby. But that's a VCR, and there's another VCR of her visiting her sister and some friends for a Christmas, and that's it. All I have. But this program is about DEMETRIUS, who I found out up on Ernie's shelves that he passed away really close to exactly a year on Demetrius Corey Carter, good friend of mine. He liked to touch base with me a lot. Yeah, he liked to touch base with me a lot, so he'd call almost every day, and I had to kind of say, like, a year and a half ago. Thank you, gone by. Thanks, everyone, for being here. He was a really nice person, and I'm going to show some little clips of him. Hi, Maria G. Hi, everybody. Hi, St. Elmo's Fire. Thanks, everybody. Diane Ostertag, thank you. No, not Hootie and the Blowfish. I know you don't know me at all, and I'm rarely speaking, but I wanted to let you know I'm so sorry for your loss, says the Pirate 62. I saw the video, and I'm sorry the way he told you that was not right. I'm all right with that. I'm actually really glad he told me like that. He did it on purpose, you guys. He stated that, Ernie Shell, on his live. Please, please don't be upset with him. He knew this was going to go round and round and round, and people would continue to say that he's alive and in jail over an investigation on his devices. Okay, this is the thing, you guys. He was on the autism spectrum, and I go through this with my son at times. They don't always know what the appropriate thing is to do or say, what can kind of get them in trouble, what boundaries they can push. They don't really know. But, there's creators out there that have picked on him in the past, and I'm going to say it again. It was Dumplin' and Huntress and their minions up on their chat. Nana Butterfly, other people were laughing and picking on him because he did a little live on trimming his toenails. He did another one on sucking on a pacifier. He did another one of eating a blueberry, another one of biting into an apple off the tree. And I'm going to show different little parts so you can see his character and see what I saw in him. Which is someone that was trying to make people laugh and do quirky different things to pass the time by, while he spent months in the hospital. He didn't go in for a few days. He was there for 2 or 3 months at a time because he had an autoimmune disease, and his lungs weren't good at all. And I don't even know what killed him. I don't know if he got pneumonia again, but he had it in a month and a half, 5 times a year ago in the summertime, so a year and a half ago. And then he would get COVID with it, and he'd have to take different medicines. And I believe even one of them was steroid. And as you'll see in the videos, it kind of puffed his body right up, his face and his body. Even did a little video of, oh my gosh, I'm 186 pounds or whatever. That can't be. And both of his parents died, and there's proof of that in the obituary that's on my community post. His mother's name was Sherry Carter, and these bitchy women out there, and you know who you are, go around and say that, oh, his parents are alive and he's in jail, and lie after lie, like I knew it wasn't true. Anyway, Ernie vindicated me and Demetrius on his live, and I absolutely am so relieved, because there was talk going around, I don't know, a year and a half, who knows how long. I just heard about it on another channel, and I didn't hear about it. It was typed for everyone to see. Yeah, and I won't say her name again, I guess. I sure feel like it. Um, and yeah, she said that I bought a laptop and mailed it to Demetrius, who she is saying, and other people, I guess, agreeing with her, that he was a pedo so that he could stay in touch with my son. First of all, they both had their little iPads, and they did FaceTime with funny little pictures. And for a couple of months, maybe almost 3, at least 2 months, many, many times, not every single day, because there were days that my son just didn't feel like playing whatever that game is where you're in the military and you're walking around type deal. And they would talk and giggle and play, and they were, you know, because my son is the exact same age as Demetrius. But Demetrius's birthday was in May, and my son's is December 29. So, you know, the fact that his parents were dead, his mother died of a heart issue along with alcoholism. I believe that's what the obituary said when I read details last night. And his father died in the military. And, you know, I don't know where his dad is buried or anything like that. But apparently right now, thank you to a good friend out there, sent me a picture of his gravesite. Yeah. So I knew he was sick. I knew he was struggling. And this is why when he came up to just hang out with people and to meet people, he came up on Tattooed Rebels about, it'll be 3 years, I think, and I think it's been 3 years. I think it was 3 years ago that I met him up on panel. And he was attached to oxygen, and he you know, he told his story a little bit, but he wasn't, he was never, what's the word? Now I can't think of the word. You know, where people are pushy, you know, up on panels and things to talk or anything. He was just happy to be around people. And anyway, he was attached to this great big machine. He was able to go into town, but only a couple of hours. And with the portable one that he was wanting, and I'm telling you, on both of my parents' graves, he never grifted. He never said, oh, you know, he just said, he didn't even say, I wish I had a portable oxygen machine. He said, I feel like a dog attached to a chain having to drag this thing around everywhere I go. And I think it was maybe the next live that he came up on, I told him in front of everybody on the chat, I'm going to take my trust fund. It was $300 every 3 months, and then I would get a $200 little gift check thing. And I'll tell you what, having $500 every 3 months felt like $5,000 to me. And should I have maybe have saved it, you know, for hard times like this 3 years later? Maybe. But honestly, I'm so glad he knew someone cared enough, a stranger pretty much, that would help him get that. And I did that. Took 5 months for his insurance to, do the okay, and the insurance paid the other $1,500. I sent a money order. I didn't know where to, do I send it to the home he's in? It's a place for like foster kids, people who don't have parents, this kind of thing. And he said, no, my post office, or he never checked the mail at the home. So he wanted it to go to the little post office in, I don't know if he was in West Virginia then or Kentucky. But yeah, he died at the hospital in West Virginia, Leicester or something, Leicester, I don't know how it's pronounced, but I think he was born in Kentucky. And that's what I told Ernie Shell up on panel. Anyway, he was sick, really, really sick. Now, in the beginning, 6 years ago when he first filmed, and he was thinner and a little bit younger, so that would make him, 23? He'd sing little songs and this kind of thing. I'm going to show that and show you how he changed and how unwell he became through the years due to his lungs. I believe they're on his messenger, which is unavailable. After he died, it was unavailable, but I don't think the people in their home knew he had another one. I looked back on that today. So anyway, the pictures of his trip to Carolina with a few of the other people in his home, it wasn't like a lot of people. It was just a little, I think she's 8 now, 8-year-old or 10-year-old girl that lived in this home. Her parents were gone. She had a lot of stomach problems. So I don't know if this was a place where not only was it a home, but, run for people that had severe medical issues. Anyway, he called the woman that ran the place his aunt. I didn't know he had a real sister. Apparently he has an older sister out there or something, because it said it in his obituary. I didn't know that. And I'm going to say it right here so people don't think I'm trying to hold anything back. And I am going to show my face and things. I'm just going to talk about him for a few minutes here because I don't want to get distracted with chat or anything. Supposedly, all right, I'm going to go ahead and say her name. Markella said that he had underage mods. Well, I don't know. I don't know who his mods were. I know Mary Jane Doe was one of his mods. I know he had adult mods. Maybe, just maybe that, I don't know, you guys, but maybe the underage little person was the little girl that lived there, that I think she even had her own YouTube channel, and that did bother me. And I talked to him about that. Maybe he made her a mod if she ever, just to be nice or something. You guys, he's on the autism spectrum. And if you look up Live with Demetrius, you'll see it. Everything in life was, I don't know if it was because he struggled so much, but he really tried to find like the happiness and things, and his way of staying connected to the world while being in the hospital, and I'm talking months at a time, like all of, not this past summer, but the summer before, and then it was 6 months later. He went back in, and he was there for 3 months, June, July, and August of not this past summer, but the one before, right? Because he died the Christmas after. And then in October, he was back in the hospital for a good month or so, because that's when he tried to have game night, and I made sure I was there. And that one is on some other channel, but I'm not able to find it. But anyway, we would pick the word Halloween, right? And then dissect the word, and he and I would write down as many words that we could find out of Halloween. And there's a lot of them, right? Hello, hell, we, and all this. And we would compare and this kind of thing. And so, anyway, we would do that with different Halloween words. And he was real good with his laptop that he owned, his computer, his laptop. I never ever sent him anything but a money order for $500 exactly. And he's like, he never called me like paper cut Tina. It was always Tina. Tina, you don't have to do that. I'm like, no, I want to. I want to. My kids are just gonna want me to buy them games, and you need this. When you're on SSI, at many places, you have to give your whole check, and you get $50 or so, maybe $100 left to buy some clothes or buy your snacks or buy something offline. He told me he had 50 left over each time. My point of saying all this is I didn't want him waiting months and months and months for a portable oxygen machine. So he got the ball going with his insurance company. I mailed it. The lady that runs the place picked it up. I actually spoke to her on the phone, and she thanked me. So there's more proof. I have a picture that I was able to find on that I sent to my messenger, because I knew people would doubt it and this and that. And I thought if he ever took down his Facebook, I'd at least have a picture of the box. And Mary Jane Doe pointed out, you can see a little list of things on a wall, like when someone lives in a home somewhere, in the background. So I'll be showing that. I don't know how long this live is going to be, but I've been up a couple of nights pretty late trying to figure out what I want to show. So I'm going to say hi to people in chat. Thank you, Cat Swan. Thank you. Well, I mean, good grief, he's in here. Mark my words, it'll continue. But I'm going to say this. Yeah, Maria G. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. My tremors are really, really bad. It's almost like my whole body's shaking. My whole upper part. On video live, you guys, the comments only go up a certain distance. So I watch back all my lives and I check my comments. And that's what I do. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She absolutely said that. Not only that, she wrote it over in Kel's Bells. Yep, a great big paragraph to Saint Denis or whatever. She did say they took his advices and was under investigation. No, she said he was in jail. I said, no, he isn't. No, he isn't, because I knew he got his devices back. All right. Um, People out there cyberbullied him so much and he got so much hate that, yeah, no, she isn't. Because guess what? He was dead and buried. And guess what? His mom, he's buried by his mom. And guess what? His father really is dead. Oh, oh no. Yes, she did. You go back and listen. You go see what she wrote in Kel's Bells. And then when I'm up on panel with her, she says it again. And I said, no. So I asked Ernie, and he vindicated Demetrius and me. You know why? For one, I guess there was an investigation. He even told me they took his devices and he was scared, but he got them back and he started another little channel, which I believe, no, seriously, go back. You think I'd be just spreading this again, knowing how much that woman hates me and is trying to ruin my life by saying what she said, that I bought a pedo, a computer, and mailed it so he could stay in touch with my son? That's sick, okay? That's sick, sadistic, evil. Yeah, yeah. That kind of thing will never be forgiven, never. And yes, gone by. That's what she typed it all. And then I went up on Kel's Bells and I said, this is a bunch of effing bullshit, or whatever I said. And then she came up and said, she talks real slow and raspy. No, that's what I saw. That's what I heard. That's what was told to me. That, oh my God. So anyway, Ernie Shell, in his own words, vindicated me. Okay? Demetrius has passed on. He didn't say he vindicated him, but he vindicated me. And Ernie Shell said, when he found all this out, because trust me, right? He goes after predators. He wanted to find out if this guy was still alive or whatever. And I said, please, I thought he was alive, but I haven't heard from him at all. Like usually he's, on someone's channel saying hi and dipping out because he'd have to go to bed by like 11 at night or something. And so anyway, Ernie Shell said, this is what he said. And he knows about this stuff, even if you guys don't like him or believe in him. He said, yes, there was an investigation. He got his devices back. Apparently there was nothing found because there were no charges. And his next words were, so it's hearsay. Okay? He was investigated. There you go. The poor man had, 6 months left to live? And people had to treat him like this. I'm just sickened by this. Now, what makes me sad, and I found this out today, is he had 2 messengers, but there was one he used with me for a while. He'd let me know if he was in the ER and this and that. Well, he switched over to another one, didn't send it in both. I just found this out today. And on the, he said, I'm back. He said in the ER, with a face where you're like scared, excited kind of thing, like your mouth is just open and your eyes are big, one of those smiley faces. And I didn't see it. And on January, I think it was 18, I messaged him because I thought he was maybe a little upset with me. And I'll tell you why. The last time he was in my chat, a couple months before that, somebody had asked, where's Demetrius? Is he okay? He came in and he said, why are people talking about me? I don't like this, Tina. And I remember explaining on my live, Demetrius, people just care and want to know, that you're okay. And he just bounced out. and then he got sick and let me know. Now, he died on December 30th. On the 28th, he said, I'm in the ER. But he must have been home on Christmas on the 25th, because he said, I'm going live tonight at 7 p.m. It's going to be a game fun night or something. And I didn't see it. I did not see it. It was on another messenger that I didn't see. He also reached out to Mary Jane Doe the day before he passed away. He said hi to her. She said hi back. So I wish I was there. I wish I could have been there in even his last moments, like seriously. Because I was there all the other times. I tried to teach him, boundaries. I said, Demetrius, you have to remember you're 3 hours ahead of me. So if you call me at 9 in the morning, it's 6 here and I'm probably sleeping. So no matter what I said, well, you know what? Markella, maybe she is a good person, but let me tell you what, not to me, she's not. Okay? She didn't even check things once. And you know what pisses me off? And I'll never believe it, is on, I guess, in Ernie's chat, because Ernie read it out loud and said, Markella, and then read it. She said she knew he was dead, but yet she's demanding and screaming, and I think she even called me one time when she got really, really mad, a cunt, on Kel's Bells, because she felt so comfortable over there, and I had never been over there. And I was over there because I guess they wanted me to do some dance off with them or something. I didn't even know about her channel. And, I mean, number one, you don't say those things. Number two, you don't type them in chats when they're not even true. But she tried to tell Ernie, she said, yeah, I was afraid she would spurg. Okay, I've never heard that word before until the last 2 or 3 days. I guess it means freak out. If I told her I knew he was dead. Guess what? I will take to my grave, Markella, that that's a lie. Because you were so certain he was in jail. So certain. With no proof. Okay, so if she's a good person, she is to other people. To me, no, she never has been to me. Not one time, not one. All right, I'm going to turn my camera on. Yeah, spurging out or whatever. Well, I heard some things about her, and I won't bring it up, but it has to do with, children, and I'm not going to say any more. But it wasn't a good thing, I can tell you that. So I'd like to have feeling for her, but after what she's trying to put me through, I mean, I've been keeping Team Rose abreast to everything. I have, and she's just shocked. She's like, oh my God, they can't go after me now, so they're going after you. That's what she said. Now, way back, 3 years back, it'll be 3 years this summer. So 2.5 years ago, whatever, with the Dolly Vision thing, I got sent so many Summer Wells bracelets. I had like 5. So Demetrius really wanted one. And I didn't say I would send it and not do it. I did it. I had to pay money. I got a ride to the post office place, because you can't just stick those things in an envelope. You can't do that kind of thing anymore. And I think I mailed one. I think I might have mailed two. I'm not really sure. But I did that, and I stuck some stickers in there, and he was really happy. He called me up, I got it, you know, because you guys, he was into the Summer Wells thing too. He would try to do little lives and wear Summer Wells and, you know, and whatever. So he did his own little true crime things now and then. You heard her say it again 2 nights ago on Ernie's panel. There you go. Thank you, Sidekick. So anyway, you know, and did he try to be kind of funny on one of his lives? I'm going to get this out there. Apparently he had a blow-up fireman that I guess he named Jeff, and he showed it to me, and I mean, it was dressed, but it was too much for YouTube. We'll just put it that way, even though it had shorts on. And he thought it'd be funny. You know, he sees what people do on YouTube. Maybe he was doing it for views. I don't know. But that's when everybody thought he was all weird, and he started getting bullied really extra bad after that. And people like Kimmy Lounge or Kimmy Poo or whatever Dumpling's past friend was, she's the one. Because I looked up the video, you guys, the other night, and I was just, I felt more angry than even sad seeing her put the string like this, you know, string to make it look like oxygen. It was quick. I'm pretty sure she apologized for it. But the reason I'm bringing it up again, if she ever hears this, is that was Huntress's content while Dumpling sat up on her panel and pulled these things up. Okay? Also, apparently, he was trimming his toenails. Okay? I'm just, you know, he just liked to do different things. He liked to put his feet and hands on paper and draw and then make pictures out of those. There's all kinds of videos. Him chewing gum and me blowing a big gum bubble. I mean, he just, you know, and I mean, it is what it is. But when he was clipping his toenails and his feet weren't dirty, his toenails weren't dirty. You should have seen them all. You should have seen them. Huntress, 3 other people, all going, ew, gross, what a sicko, all this freaking immature fucking bullshit. While Dumpling's down there going, okay, you guys want to be friends with someone like that? I wish she had stayed off the damn internet. Okay? I mean, it's just nauseating. He was hurt. He called me on the phone and said, look at this, look at this. I didn't watch Huntress's channel. I was pissed. I did a live somewhere about it. I was pissed. I said, you're all damn bullies. How dare you? Meanness. Yeah. Well, you don't have to know who I'm talking about. It's Dumpling Brooks or whatever, who's had her own share of cyberbullying or whatever. Apparently she wants to come back for maybe even more. I don't know. I don't know what the hell. I'm sticking up for a friend that's dead now. Okay? Now, first I was just going to show some pictures of him on my community tab, and I thought, you know, when I looked through his live at DEMETRIUS videos, they're really kind of neat. And you can really hear the birds. And this home he lived in had a big pool in the back and things, and you could hear the birds constantly chirping, and it was nice. He covers bullying, all the types of bullying there is, he covers it. And his short little videos, I'll play the whole thing. He has 3-minute videos. He has, you know, this kind of thing. The ones that I'm up on panel, I'll just do a little bit of each one. I'm really busy in my life, so it's not like I could be up on every panel, you know, but once I started supporting him and caring, he was so excited. He said to me on the 28th, the one that I didn't see, that I saw this morning before I went and did my errands and stuff, he said, Tina, I have 107 subs. He was so excited. Now he's dead and he has 166. It's just, I don't know. So he was so appreciative. Also in many little videos, he was like, thank you to my subscribers and my friends. So anyway, I sent him a real Christmas card. Hi, Sierra. I sent him a real Christmas card. And I think he showed it on a live from his hospital bed or something. And this is the beautiful card I got back. I'm going to show all of it. I'm going to show the address and everything. What does it say? 150 Venus Road on top. Gary, West Virginia. The zip code and his name, Demetrius Carter. God, I probably just showed my damn address. Oh well, whatever. I almost don't even care. So, and I don't know, like, if this is part of a box or what, but this is his card to me. It meant so much to me. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. With a snowman, of course, and some hearts. And that's Paper Cut Tina, written above the snowman. I know it's backwards for you guys to see. And this is what he took the time to write inside. You've been such a good friend. A lot. You've been such a good friend a lot. Hope you have a good holidays. Love, Dee. I found it 2 days ago. It wasn't hard to find. It was in with my special things more up front. And this, when I was up on Ernie's shelves, I realized why it was returned to me. Because he died on the 30th. Oops, shoot. God. See? Demetrius Carter, put his address, RTS, returned to sender. And it was returned. Unable to forward. And I don't remember what I wrote. I'm going to open it and pull it out. Oh my God, I sent him this little kitten. He never even got it. He wanted to have a pet, but he couldn't there. January. Yep. He died in 2024, and this says January. Or no, he died December 30th, 2024, and I have this. January 2025. Demetrius, Thank you kindly for your sweet homemade card. It's looking like you got to move into your new home in Gary, West Virginia. I hope you enjoy it there. God knows you've been so patiently waiting. I've had a sore throat for 3 days. I'm quite busy as usual. Haven't seen you do a video in a while now. Hope all is well and your lungs are doing fine. I put a heart, little smiley face, and PCT at the bottom. He never got it. When it was sent back to me, I couldn't understand it because he went on and on how he was waiting to move into a different home, a different place. So he could get a little bit moody. He lost his temper with me once, and I said, look, I told him on the phone, I said, you can't treat me like this, and you won't treat me like this. I said, I am busy with my life, and I'm not ignoring you, but if I'm asleep, I can't answer my phone. And I tell him when to call, like 3 o'clock his time is 12 mine. That's a good time, but he'd keep forgetting and not looking at the time, and I get all that, All right, so that happened with that. I haven't looked at chat in a while. I'm blind as a bat anyway. So I'm probably going to miss a lot of the messages here. Oop. Oh, sitting on my legs isn't the wisest thing to do. Here's my mom's devotional Bible I got. Isn't that beautiful? When my son was little and I used to go to MOPS and that kind of thing. Mothers of preschool children type deal. All right. The song that I played 4 times is called Voices. It's by Patrick Patrikios, and it's beautiful. It sounds like someone calling out from the heavens, or someone wanting help, or needing some peace, or whatever. Okay, give me a minute here. I'm trying to pull up his channel. Are you crawling into my lap? Kitty's crawling into my lap. Why can't I pull this up? All right, I thought I was just going to be able to pull it up, and now I can't. Good grief. Hi, Kitty. I got Kitty in my lap. All right, well, I'm not sure what to do now. I'll show some photos of him and try to figure out how I'm going to go about this. So this is him with his red glasses on. Oh my God. Oh, great. Oh, great. It's going to do that now. Okay, lovely. Anyway, that's him with his red glasses on. He had white, he got light blue. See the names? Me eating an apple, me eating a blueberry. Look at the nice fire was the one. There's a little bonfire going on, I guess. This one is Big Giant Gum Challenge. Attention, I'm on quarantine instead of quarantine, and justice website. Oh my God, you guys. Anyway, it's at an angle, but who cares? I don't have setups like other people. Oh, live W. Maybe that now I might know how to pull it up. And then, this is a day when he was having a really bad fever. Oh my God. Oh God, you guys. I'm gonna type it in different. I'm really sorry about this. This is, well, I'm not gonna have a heart attack over all this. So if she runs with bullshit, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know. Ernie Shell vindicated me. He did. And he vindicated DEMETRIUS because there is no case open and he was never charged with anything. Okay? So there you go. It's hearsay. And I knew that it was. Okay, let me type it in the correct way now. Bingo. Bingo. How nice. All right. Is it gonna stay? All right. Did it. So okay, that's him with his light blue glasses over, wait, over here. And see, he liked to do missing cases. Open panel night and Christmas music. Okay, I'm gonna hit on the lives first. We got testing camera, restream, audio, video, sound, standby please. That's the name of one of them, 5 minutes. Abandoned homes and school, very scary videos, 2 hours and something. This was 2 years ago. Demetrius Carter was bullied by Michelle Sabate. New live stream schedule, open panel and open chat and talking was another one. Cruel trolls attack family of girl 5 years old who choked to death on way home. That was 2 years ago. No chat bullying, no panel bullying, no drama or bullying here. You will be blocked. That was 1 hour and 51 minutes and 43 seconds. That'll give you an idea of what he went through. Then he covered Massachusetts mom Lindsay Clancy charged with killing 2 kids. No, nobody blocked Chicken Snake, and I think he's a mod anyway. I don't know what the problem is. Everyone can like who they want to. Markella just has always treated me poorly, to say the least. Then we've got champion night, chat night, open panel news. And we've got a 20-minute one, blocking people and being nice to subscribers and members. Another one, let's talk real talk. Another one is, sorry guys, I'm not going live tonight. You know, he didn't have a lot of views. He got 16 views for that one. Missing Jennifer and Jessica Burns, those sisters. Updates on Michael Monkey Vaughn, still no remains. Then another testing. And then this one, music night, chat night. Let's be kind and nice, please, and thank you. Okay? Missing child, help find Jemiah hurt 5-year-old girl, please. ADHD, was it? What are the symptoms he meant to put. So, you know, his writing wasn't perfect, but that's, or his spelling, and that's okay. Missing child, Athena Brownfield, she's missing, tune in. Open panel and music day. He liked to do those a lot. School shootings and other shootings, word search test, open panel music night. This is another picture of him. You know, all those meds weren't healthy for him, but for his lungs, he had to be on them. Friday night party, sorry, redo Friday night party, live open chat and true crime. Something doesn't seem right with this case, testing, open panel chat, I'm back again. Okay, he did, It was his life. And here he is for the people in Ernie's the other night. Okay, you know who you were. Oh, I don't even see oxygen. Okay, well, what does that look like? Okay, look under his nose. See the white line and the, okay, that's oxygen. New trailer for when I go live. Christmas music and open panel for anyone. Come on down. And he had 11 views, but I don't think a single soul, you guys, came into his thing. Not even in his chat. Christmas music open panel for anyone. Come on down. Okay, that was 2 years ago. So he passed away the following year. Stop bullying. Don't ruin someone else's life because you're bullied. Help find Madalena Kojakari, still missing. Open panel night and Christmas music. Getting to know my subs and members and guests. Chit chat. Crafts. He made little crafts, you know, with his hands. He had colors, or crayons, I mean. Leilani and Simon update, and then just 9 minutes. Things just don't happen the way you want it to. And I looked at that one, and he's just in the hospital. Come hang out with Demetrius. Here's another one. Come hang out with Demetrius. He's in the hospital there. That one. He's in the hospital. So the last 3 years of his life was a real struggle. Chit chat. Okay, so I checked these out before I went to bed, and it says emergency update. And this is him. It's 3 minutes long. All right, he doesn't even show himself on this one. Sorry. Guys are lucky if you don't have tremors. They really suck. They affect everything you do because you use your hands for everything, you know. My son is drumming. I'm gonna have to go close this door though, because I don't want to get in trouble for that being on the back. Okay. Okay, here's one that I was on with him. Or no, not this one. This
if you go to my About section on YouTube, there are 2 emails you can choose between. Send me your full name, your shipping address, and
he's trying to send little
your
gifts.
YouTube name, and
He would send little knickknacks. He would order
your full name, YouTube name, and your shipping address.
order online.
Don't send it in this chat, but go to my About section on YouTube and send it through email, and then I will have that shipped out for you. It'll be, I do monthly, so it will be next month if you can wait that long, because we've already did 2 winners for this month, so you'll be the first winner for next month, but we still have another person that wants to win, so if that person wants to jump in, let me know, and I can put you on that list if you're wanting to do it. You're going to go to, I'll tell you what, let's do this. I will put, I'll tell you what, I'll do this for you, John. There you go. There's my email. I'll just put it in the chat for you, because I ain't really worried about it. Even if I get 50,000 messages, I can ignore them, because I got the do not serve button on, so. But I'll know if it's you because the name will pop up. So there's my email. You
So in a minute,
any of these.
The caretaker of the home comes in.
Your full name.
Comes in and tells him,
YouTube name.
you know, that she'll be back the next day. She didn't live
And
there.
shipping address. So, yeah, you're going to put all of that in the email, but don't put it in this chat. So, there's those options for you to do that. And whoever else is watching, if you want to be on next month's winning list, please message the chat now.
He tried to make the best of his life.
And somebody else jumps in, then you have to wait till the next month after that. And I want to try to make sure that I get everybody in every month, so that way we can get it all taken care of at the same time. So let me know if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. But like I said, I do a lot of giveaway prizes, so we do a lot of good stuff. Actually, you never know. But this will be for a $10 Walmart card. And let me know who you sent it to. Oh, it's not working. Okay, let me see here. I don't know why. It should be. It should be working. Let me see. Let's see.
His caretaker doesn't show her face, but she comes in and talks to him about his meds.
Hold on a minute. I'll tell you what. Let me do. That's it.
Thank you, Cheesy Mary. Thank you.
Is this working?
Thank you.
Try it one more time if you don't care. Try the one that I got up on the screen. Try that one. No, John, no. You won. No. No, John. No. You won. You won. That'll break my heart. You won. Just try this one. Just try that.
The worker in that home comes
what.
in,
I have an easier audio.
tells him about his meds, and then I'm going to switch it to something else.
Let me see. Let's do this. If you're still here, just put it in. Well, I would say put in the chat, but then I would have to delete it quick. If you want to put it in the chat, you can, and I can delete it quick. If you want to do that. If not,
please don't come into my chat and fight with people.
On how you want to do it. But
okay?
I would feel bad.
This isn't the place or the time. Okay, Chicken Snake, it's not the place or the time.
Come on. So,
Wilder has got to be at Lexington in the morning at 7 o'clock to that cardiologist. And there's no way we can get up and drive down there that early. So we're going to leave now so we can get a motel room. I fixed you sandwiches in there and their buns in there, so just get the from one of them. And you don't need them all, put them in the fridge, you'll have them for tomorrow too. But we'll be back tomorrow. And I put your medicine out for the night. And I put these Monday night, and then I put these Tuesday morning. So you can get some little cups you make.
okay.
Cheyenne called, and you have a doctor's appointment in Ashland for that CT scan.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. CT scan on his lungs. Just, this is someone I was really good friends with for 3 years. We talked on the phone, we talked on Messenger. He kind of treated me like I was his mother, kind of. Every time he'd go to the hospital, he'd call me. And I'm blind as a bat, so if there's big, long comments in the chat, or even little ones, I can't see them. Unless I get this close, I can't see them. But I really would appreciate not having fighting in the chat. Maria G, you guys are going to have to block each other and just not speak on anything anymore, please. We all know who we are. We all know what we stand for. I've known Maria G since the first day of a Dolly Vision Day. We've had our differences, but we've been friends now. Because that's just the way it goes. So, I mean, take it up somewhere else if you can, or just something. Just something, I honestly didn't expect this. I didn't expect people to come in and be fighting with other people in my chat when I'm trying to show who Demetrius was, a humble and giving good soul. I'm not mad at anybody or anything like that. But can we end it? Kitty, cats are getting into something. All right. You want to go out? All right, hang on. Hang on. Oh, Lord. Hang on. Just a minute. Okay. Was I on this one? Just a minute here.
Alrighty, guys. So it's 7:37, which is probably 6:37 y'all's time, or later or earlier than that. I want to thank all of y'all for coming in. Had to get off really quick
this one
because
was about Summer
he's getting ready to
Wells.
come on. I still have a bit more money left, so I went to go find him. Yeah, I was too busy. I was too busy filming with a clown.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, it doesn't make. Yeah.
He struggled with the sound now and
Yeah, it
then.
doesn't make a difference. Now, there is the 4-second time I've been up here. There's the little word new above this minute.
Yeah.
Happens. Maybe that'll bring the chat. I doubt it. Add to your stream.
Just turn it down a little if the noise bothers
that one.
people.
That's so weird. I had the chat instantly before when I came up.
Do you have
Oh, I have a thing with an arrow. Let me hit that. Unable to share the screen. Okay, it's not that.
He died a year ago.
You're gonna ask me about settings, Demetrius?
Okay, I didn't know the sound was going to be that
there should
bad.
be a thing, is it on your left side?
Was the passion and kill both of these men and the other ones I've heard of that have been by the police. And I know there's a ton of good police. These come here every single week. There's cops parked out in apartment complex, and they give their little police cards to the kids, and their truck on
Oh my
midday
God.
around school time. Kids can get up and I've already your police are good, but honestly, I don't live down south, and I've heard about the differences, right? Oh my gosh, I look beautiful,
Okay.
so funny. It's appreciated.
So-
I'm in like a boy. I think I bought this for my son, but we can fix some of that drug problem. I think there'd be a lot of kids.
All right, we'll find one where it's not so scratchy. He didn't realize that things were scratchy either very often.
Like, I don't know if it should be a bad thing. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, that's not it. Darn you guys. I didn't think I'd forget the few I was up on, and now I'm having, because of my memory, this live is just not very good like I was hoping for. All right, so
Okay. So there's the link for anybody that would like to come on up. If you don't have enough time to come on up, that's totally fine. We'll pass it on to the next person. But if you just want to come up and hang out for a little bit, no problem with that. So
no drama or negativity in chat or panel. Have respect for one another.
On our therapeutic Thursday, I should say. That's what I call it for my show. We have well, hello. Welcome, Miss Tina. How are you doing? And like I said, the chat, or the link is in the chat.
Oh, that's what he called
me. If you
me.
want to come on up. And I just want to let everybody know that
Miss Tina.
Tonight is no drama, negativity, or chat panel, or anything. I do want to let everybody know that I'm only here for everybody's side, not just one person. So I'm here for the chat side, the panel side, and everybody's. That way we could keep everybody, you know. Oh, you couldn't find my life. Well, and that's shocking.
He was a
I've
sweetheart.
never had that happen.
Hi, Truth Seeker.
Hello. Today's been a crazy day with restraint because earlier my sound kept cutting in and out, and then everything else was acting wild. So I think it's like a bad day for restraint. So the link is in the chat. If you want to hit that, come on up. So we can talk about pretty much anything you want to, other than the topic we talked about earlier. Because the reason why I say that is because I don't want to add anything, and I don't want to assume anything in that live. And that way everybody can have the opportunity to go back and watch it to get a better understanding. That way, if I find anything else, I will go live again and then put it all in one clip and make it everybody understanding. That way nobody gets confused. That way, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of YouTubers, they will go back and talk about it and force opinions. But so I just kind of like to leave it at that. That way I don't confuse anybody, or anybody else confuses anybody else. I want people to understand exactly what's going on. Let me see. I might have to put the link back in there again, just because that way if you didn't get it. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, let's see.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Guess what happened? Demetrius,
What's that?
this is what happened. So I typed that into you. I could, and then I hopped off and tried it again. Because when I went back to look, it still wasn't there. Hit the side
Oh my
subscriptions
God,
and
it's
went off and then back on.
skipping so
There
bad.
you are.
Or
It
whatever.
said live. So I thought it was something or what I was doing, but I had just missed you because I checked
Oh,
to
wow.
see if you went live. See, how are you doing?
Good. I just went out to the oxygen place and got a little information and stuff like that. So pretty much good. Found out some good news and stuff. So
Good.
excited.
Good. Do you share the good?
Well, I had, so what they're going to do is insurance is not going to cover the whole oxygen tank. And the reason why, because they know that I have some here, so the insurance is not going to provide more. So what we're going to do is since I live in the foster home type agency, the agency is going to cover $1,800, or they could cover the whole amount. And then if they cover the whole amount, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a new one, and with the money that you gave me, I'm going to use it for a battery to go along with it as well. So that way,
Oh,
if it's,
wonderful.
yeah. So I should hear back here pretty
Battery,
soon.
yeah. If batteries aren't quite that much, maybe you'd have a little, I don't know, microphone that you want or things to with your
Right.
streaming. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I'm trying to
wonderful.
get better at the streaming and stuff because apparently, like everybody kept saying, my sounds are kind of echoing and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think what it is it's the stream that I'm using, like Restream. That's what it is.
Okay.
And I don't like StreamYard because I don't like putting in a login and then checking your email. Because what if, say, for example, you get locked out of your email and then you can't go in and get the confirmation code? You know what I'm saying? So there's sometimes it's going to happen. So that's why I like Restream, because where you can go in and log in, and if you forget your password, Restream goes back to your account, your old account, and they send you a new password.
Oh.
So
Hello, Seth. Right in the stream. Did you see that?
yes, he come in like it was nothing.
From my bed. You little stinker.
Did you see the video earlier that I went live on?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. About the little girl. Wow.
Yeah.
Just how, so painful and awful. And
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, that little girl wander around, like, aren't you right by age? I sure was. When my daughter was that right by her side. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they
Yeah.
I don't know the details. Were there no parents around?
I don't think he knew I was glitching constantly.
From what I was gathering up, I don't know if there was or not, but I would hope so. That's what I would hope. With that kind of problem, I would say that they were. Sure that I could wrong, but I'm sure that their parents are not as messed up as all the other ones have been missing or were so.
Trying to say, like they were drug addicts or even neglect. I mean, when my
I never heard
daughter was 5.
any of that though.
Okay, so that's glitching an awful lot. There's a time when I was up on panel. And that was 2 years ago. But I know that can be hard to hear. You know what I mean? Let me see about this one.
It's gonna do that. I don't know.
Okay.
And it probably will never.
I already showed that one. Me and my little braids or whatever. Because for a while he went totally off. Oh, okay, that's why it's dark. He stopped making lives and everything. You know? Let's see what this one's like. Oops. Okay, which one is that? Let's Talk Real Talk, but he's playing that song apparently. Well, I turned it off right away, so nobody, you know, has to freak out about that.
Thing.
All right, I already. So, you know, it's good for me to be reminded how he did suffer, especially the last year being in the hospital so much, and how he probably felt alone a lot. He did say he played, you know, video games with a couple of the other guys in the home. There weren't that many people at all, like him and 3 others or something. So yeah. Which one is this? Which one's that? He must have liked that medic song or whatever it is.
You don't have to make a drama scene about it. You don't have to make a ruckus about it. You don't have to make anything bad about it. If you love my channel, love how people come in, they give me thumbs up, they subscribe, they give me positive outlook, attitude, they say, I enjoy watching your show, I enjoy it a lot, I love how you do things around here. Yes, I really appreciate that. But you don't have to come in my channel and say something nice, and then 15 minutes later, go into somebody else's channel and talk good about them. Because you know,
oh my God,
that
the hell.
As a me, I used to be a fan of a lot of YouTuber channels that I used to subscribe to. So whatever you guys say about me and other people's channels, you're going to come back and tell me. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you who they are, but I'm going to know exactly who it is. So you might want to be careful with what you say in other people's chat about me. Hey, I'm not staying on here that long, but this video is going to get a lot of y'all to understand that, and that's just how this is going to work out. that need to actually one another and grow up and be adults and stop acting like children, gossiping at others and bringing drama. And all this constant drama stuff. And that's the thing. I like to bring drama on my channel. When people come in and they start bringing drama and they start talking about drama, they want to talk about the subject. It really bothers me because
This is raw and real because his sound wasn't even very good, you know?
I care about all the channel and I care about the people that don't even like me and I still care about y'all. But it hurts my feelings for people to say stuff like that. I don't like doing it. But it really bothers me because y'all just mess it up for your guys' self. Because all the activities and stuff that I do for you guys and give y'all prizes, you guys ruin it for all the others. Because you come in and act like fools. And I don't understand that. So I just want to say my 15 minutes is done. I'm not going to talk about any more of it today. I'm done with this conversation. Sorry that y'all feel that I've offended you, but it's the way that people have took their rational experience out on me, and it has got me really emotional. It didn't really bother me. It upset me, but it's just got me really emotional why people would do something like that. So I just want to thank y'all for coming in. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the page. Y'all have a day, and I'll see you guys again Friday. And keep up the good word, be nice to one another, and love one another.
Okay. Yeah, apparently he had like an older sister or something, but I don't know where she is. He called the lady that ran the home his aunt, but it was not his aunt. She lived somewhere else, but she would come in and make sure, you know, there was food in the fridge and this kind of thing. People were taking their meds. Yeah. But no, both of his parents were passed away. That was called blocking people and being nice to subscribers and members. So, you know, he deals with it. All right. I'm gonna, just so we don't get too...
We're going to try this apple. Here we go.
That's how the worm.
What? A worm? Where? Where's it at? Are you serious? Oh, I gotta end this. We're gonna try this apple. Here we go.
That's how the worm.
What? A worm? Where? Where's it at? Are you serious?
Poor Demetrius.
Oh, I gotta end this.
Poor Demetrius.
Here we go. Gonna try some blueberries.
Maybe it'll be some of the ferns better than these. I think I'll
They got maggots in them.
Is this wrapper here on it?
Got some blueberries. Hold up.
Want to get that, or I think I'll put that down here later. I can get it on sour.
Gonna try some blueberries.
was called Look at the Nice Fire. You know, I'm showing these because I guess it's a garbage bag. You know, he had to keep himself entertained, you know? Whatever he could film about, right? Whatever he could film about. Keep himself entertained. Hello Fresh. We've never gotten it. Sounds good. Attention, let's not forget our missing loved child that have been dead or missing or lost. Please don't forget the memory of our loved child. Big Giant Gum Challenge. Oh my God, is he gonna blow a bubble? Yeah, he's not here anymore. People need to be kind. Is he gonna blow a bubble or what? Okay. Too much gum in his mouth to... Attention, I am on quarantine for 2 weeks. Found out I got COVID. The time I knew him, he had it 3 different times. So every year he would catch it. This is his crystal he bought himself with some rocks that he really liked. No, Tiptoe, no. Watch Ernie Shell's live the other night. He was vindicated, so was I, by Markella. Okay? Vindicated. He was never charged with anything. That means it's hearsay. So if a investigation was going on, he never got charged, so there you go. He's on the autism spectrum, you guys. Cut him some slack. He also believed in the Bible, And he does a video on that. See? I clipped my fingers, it says over here. I clipped my fingers. Too amazing. You know, it's the little things in life that are a big deal. Cool hat day for him. Cool hat day for me. This is Demetrius giveaways for my show. Tune in. He ordered some earrings, you know. He's filming the Good Burger. See? Whatever he can film to keep himself entertained. I'll show this. I'm not embarrassed. It's called I Clipped My Toenails. All right. He tried to be funny.
Why do you cook yours? Just exactly like. Why do you cook yours?
He felt
Just
sick
exactly
a lot,
like.
and
Why do you cook yours?
no,
Just
that's false,
exactly like.
Tiptoe. No, Ernie said that he up on his live told me he had passed away. He did that on purpose so people would see the real and raw emotion, but he mainly did it so I would be vindicated, because there was talk by Markella saying that I bought a laptop and mailed it to a pedo, which apparently is Demetrius, so he could stay in touch with my son. First of all, I haven't even bought a laptop for anyone in my family. We're all on iPads. So that's a lie right there. Secondly, I sent money, a $500 money order, as people know from 3 years ago, so he could, with his insurance, get a portable oxygen machine. And I have proof of all of that. He also took a picture of it in a grocery cart in a parking lot in Carolina, his last kind of big vacation before he passed away. Not this past summer, but the one before. And he sent me pictures. And he said, Tina, I'm using my oxygen machine and stuff like that. He took pictures of the water and all that. So I'm going to say it again for the third time on here. Ernie said that that they were looking into his devices, and that, frankly, is because bullies out there called the authorities. He called me up all scared and everything. They said, Tina, they're taking my iPad. I don't know I haven't done anything wrong. He didn't sound really, really scared because he didn't do anything wrong, but he couldn't understand what was going on. And within a couple of weeks, he got him back. Okay? So he never went to jail. There's another lie. She said his parents were alive. Oh no, they're alive, Tina. No, they're not. They're both dead. And he was buried by his mother. So it's all a lie. No. There were no charges. No, that's a bald-faced lie, Tsunami, or whatever your name is. No.
No, you're not going to get me upset, and he's dead. Let me tell you something. Ernie said, yes, there was an investigation. Watch his live, not the past one, but maybe the one before it. And he said, but but there were no charges, and because of no charges, it's hearsay. So there you go. Hearsay all over the world as much as you guys want. This young man struggled with his lungs for years. This young man spent so much of his life in the hospital. Okay, this young man, my son's age, had a big heart, a humble heart, a genuine heart. Was he quirky and he might have made some mistakes? Okay. Yeah. He's dead, you guys. Are you happy now? You happy now? You guys can't even let him, he'd get fevers all the time. Good, be happy, because you got no proof of nothing. You want to know why? He was investigated because all these cyberbully people out there said, ooh, we're going to call on him. This guy's weird. This guy's that. I'm live.
Can we have photos?
No, I'm live right now. I'm live right now. Here's one going to town today. He filmed his shoes. He tried to be funny. That's his hair, apparently.
This is something new. The Casper Slide Part 2. This is something new. The Casper Slide Part 2. Featuring the Platinum Band. And this time...
Foster care. It says a third of siblings in foster care are separated. You could be the reason they read together every day. The name of that is Help All You Can with Kids in Foster Care, because that's what he's in. That's what he's in. Flipping liars out there. God. So, his new banana phone. All right, so enough of these shorts. People are so stupid. Because he's showing his bare feet. It keeps saying to me, verify your age. And look at all the crap on the internet. It's unbelievable. See? Whatever he can do to entertain himself and help these hospital stays go by. Okay, this will give you an idea. The young man we're dealing with. Summer Wells is in my heart. I hope you guys find her. Please, she has a family to be with. Stay strong, Summer. So I sent him a okay, I guess he likes Vienna sausage. I sent him a Summer Wells bracelet. He liked to show. Okay, you guys have completely, absolutely. Apparently he cut his own hair. Okay. DEMETRIUS footprint. The new coronavirus mask when he had a little bit of hair. likes, 4 subscribers and viewers. He had 166 when he passed away. White Castle strudel, coffee club, toothbrush, Corona, my new fidget machine. Don't want coronavirus. I made a mask out of a t-shirt.
My car.
Into marshmallow.
Marshmallow man putting marshmallows in his mouth. So my only sad songs. Why are you so mean? All right. Probably enough of that. I'm going to play one more. Here he is again, having to take his temperature. This is a different one. Fever check. He's always having to check his fever. Okay, just like Ernie said, he's got some challenges, but no charges. That means he didn't do a dang thing wrong. God, you guys. So many mean people out there. Judging. When they probably have just probably even more things that they've done, you know, maybe done drugs and scared people in the past. Okay, he didn't even have a chance to grow up anymore. All right. You know, he was a fairly happy person for being alone a lot during his life. This is where he covers bullying.
There we go. I'm gonna make this bigger for you guys.
He tells you all what bullying is, the ones that don't have a clue.
Good. It's the first one. is okay. Verbal. Social. And cyber. Okay. First one is physical. That one is going to be about hitting, kicking, spinning, tripping, pushing, and blocking. Next one is verbal. Name calling. Insult. Teasing. Intimidation. Remarks. Comments. So there's that one on verbal. Next is social. Someone out. Purpose. Telling others not to be friends with someone. Okay, so there's that one. Okay. Next up, we have cyber bullying. Posting, sending That was a big one.
Thank you, Mary Jane Doe. Thank you. I'm going to go back through the whole live and delete any mean comments, period. Yeah, lots of people with autism are misunderstood. Oh, that was an accident? Okay. Well, nice of you to say so. He starts coughing quite a bit more.
So, those are some pretty ones. So there's that. Let's see. Okay.
Thank you, Sierra. People don't even let him rest in peace.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right. So there's Cyberball. So we got Cyberball, which is all this. And then
I talked about that. I talked about
social bullying, which is another one. Rumors leaving someone on purpose, killing other friends, with someone embarrassing. There's that. You have verbal, which is name calling.
Okay, I'm going to address that again for the people that came in later. I saw the live, all right? I saw it. And he had this blow-up fireman, okay, and had shorts on. But he made it look like, you know, like the fireman didn't, okay? Now, I don't know, I'm just going to say this. If he was struggling a little bit with his sexuality, too, because he liked, not very often, you know, he liked to do kind of everything. One of his avatars was like a pink bow on his head with some pink lipstick, okay? And that's what... Yeah, popular guys make perverted jokes all the time and no one says anything. Exactly. But because people want to run their mouths on the internet, you know, he had to have things taken and investigated. And I mean, I was part of that whole thing. You know, I was like, you know, I didn't even go, oh my gosh, because I knew there was nothing founded. Okay, they gave him back his devices, and he got so much crap on that channel, he started another little channel called Corey D or something like that. And in fact, I'll show it to you. I won't play it, I don't think, but I'll prove to you he had another channel. Also, there was this Bozo the Clown that would come in and say, you're stupid, you're boring, you're this, and that kind of thing. And another channel or person came in and said, your music sucks, now I have to leave now because it's so bad. You know, I don't know how old these people were. I know he was over on Savages for a little while, and he was supporting her. And I don't know if they let him up on panel. I think they might have, but he either didn't agree with them on something. They had some kind of falling out, and he stopped going over there. Yeah. And well, the thing is, Sierra, Ernie Shell said, yes, it is true, there was an investigation. He said, but what I look for, he says, that can happen with anybody and anything. Okay, well, whatever, let it be. But guess what? He got his devices back and was probably told, you've got to take that down. Okay? I mean, he didn't do anything with it. It was just this blow-up thing. And, you know, again, I mean, he named it Jeff. I mean, I don't know what the deal is, but he's not, you know, preying on people or anything weird like that. Like what? Everyone else can do weird stuff and make, you know, whatever he did. I mean, he didn't even, he just said, here's my friend Jeff, or here's something. Okay. And of course, Dumplin or Huntress's channel, of course, Dumplin had to pull it up and show that. You know, it just made him feel awful, embarrassed. They should be embarrassed, but they won't be. You know why? They're all way too narcissistic to be embarrassed.
So anyway, there you go. Okay. There's nothing else. Nothing else. I came right up front with all of it. And him clipping his toenails. Ooh, big damn deal. Ooh, you know. The Dolly soaps that I got, the little emojis that Jimmy made way back. No, okay, Tiptoe, which I know is Lorray. Lorray, I understand that. Okay. But don't push the narrative that he's some bad person when there were no charges and he was investigated. There you go. Okay? That's what was smeared around the internet in the last 2 days. Now, this is the thing. I've got to do some serious sort of thinking and praying because I know after this live and people coming in and saying nasty things and I heard this and I heard that and I know this when there's no proof of a damn thing anywhere. And Ernie Shell, of all people, instantly found his obituary, told me to send him the Facebook thing, his Facebook, and I did. And I even left him a little voice message in the middle of the show, and then he let me back up. And then I'm the one that said, he's not in jail, is he? Because I didn't think in a million years he'd be passed away. Not this soon. Not when he was constantly going to the hospital and then a month or 2 months or 3 months or 2 days he could go home. But he was constantly going back and forth. And also his lung capacity, because he went ahead and sent me his x-rays. You know, I didn't ask for him for like some kind of proof. But he had 60% capacity in one lung and hardly nothing in another. So I'm thinking, I don't even know what he died from, you guys. I'm assuming maybe it's pneumonia again because he kept getting it and getting it and getting it. And like I said, in the beginning of this program, an hour and 54 minutes ago, he kept getting it and he would get COVID with it and this and that. And you can, you know, yeah. But he also was dealing with something with his heart. Yeah. So it could have been a heart thing. Like, I don't even know. Like, I was shocked. So, anyway, let's continue. So some of you cyber bullies out there, and you know who you are. Not saying it's you, Lorray. Okay. I'm saying your name right here because you've always been Tiptoe. And all the communities know that that's you, Lorray. And I have nothing against you. Like you said, I'm not saying anything that isn't true. Well, let me tell you something. I don't have a P.O. box. If you have a channel or a friend of yours does, and you can let someone in the chat know, like Mary Jane Doe or something, or even Maria G. Mary Jane Doe's my top mod, and you have proof he's done something, I want to hear about it. But good luck trying to find something, because if anyone can find something, you know darn well it's Ernie Shell. Okay? He knows how to do that stuff, whether you believe it or not. Any of you.
He's intimidating, remarks, such as rude comments.
Truth Seeker, you're my friend. You always have been. Did you see my comments in your last comments?
Physical bullying, hitting, kicking, spitting, tripping, pushing, locking, which is another one.
Yes, well, you know so. I think so. You should know so. I love you too, Truth Seeker. I do. It's okay. Okay, no, it's going now. It's still going. All right, you guys, we had to reboot, or my daughter had to reboot the, what is it called? Modem?
So you got disconnected really quick.
Yeah. Here I am up on his panel. On another live, you guys. There I am. So I wasn't up just like 1 or 2 times. Here's where he's getting bullied. It says, I always come to listen to you, but have to leave because of the horrible music. Real nice person right there. Here's Bozo the clown. Bozo the bully. Look at that. Losers. All down on the bottom of his screen when he's just, you know, trying to make some lives, stay entertained, not be too sad, too lonely, have to focus on his, you know. Okay. And that is what my thumbnail will be. This. There he is. A little bit younger, a little bit thinner, a little bit healthier. That is what Ernie pulled up. His obituary, which is obviously like backwards, upside down, topsy-turvy right now on the screen, but it will be my thumbnail. So, yeah. All right. Thank you to everybody that hung out here the whole time. My hair's getting longer. I'm glad. This Joan Jett haircut I got. You get it done with a razor. That's how you get it. But wait until all this is like down to there. It'll be really cuter. Thank you, everyone, for, you know, seeing the card he sent me. The Christmas card, the paper cut Tina above the snowman he wrote inside. And the one that he never got because he died a year ago. Return to sender. It's a little kitty. He always liked it when my kitties were up on panel with him, and I'm going to read it again. He died, I found out on Ernie Shells, December 30th, 2024. In January 2025, I write, Demetrius, thank you kindly for your sweet homemade card. It's looking like you got to move into your new home in Gary, West Virginia. I hope you enjoy it there. Because he was waiting. You know, he had to wait a few months. God knows you've been so patiently waiting. I've had a sore throat for 3+ days. I'm quite busy as usual. Haven't seen you do a video in a while now. Hope all is well and your lungs are doing fine. So yeah, I helped him out with a portable oxygen machine, and so many people over on a certain creator's channel where I met the young man said I got scammed. Guess what? No, I didn't. Watch the whole video. He talks about the insurance and how much they're going to cover, and I have a picture of it. which I'll just use on one of my future thumbnails. Unless I can take a picture of it with my other iPad and put it in photos. It's kind of hard for me to figure out. But thank you to the people out in the fields watching me instead of the bushes and being a part of this. Hit the like if you're willing to. Subscribe if you're willing to. I'm really close to 4,000. That's my goal. And then, of course, I'll have another goal. I can't even hardly flip and believe it. I mean, I'm getting a few subs almost every day. It's bizarre. Like I find myself checking it a lot. It's just so bizarre. So I must be doing something right. Let this young man rest in peace, please. You guys, please. I mean, you know, think about it. You're not even really hurting me. What is the purpose of lagging on an investigation that was closed? What is it? So the poor man who's been coughing and in the hospital for months at a time, kept getting pneumonia. His heart would race, kept making trips to the doctor and all this for the past 3 years. I mean, can't poor DEMETRIUS Corey Carter rest in peace? Can't he? Won't you guys let him? In all honesty, I already know the answer. You guys aren't hurting me. You're not gonna do all these lives out there. I don't care who you are, male or female. And just because I've said something someone doesn't like, you think I'm gonna freak out over this? No, I'm not. Because I expect it. I expect the backlash. I expect people not to let him rest in peace. I expect people to keep the narrative going while they're supposedly looking up the investigation themselves. It's ridiculous because he has a blow-up fireman in the background. And by the way, who you think is an underage mod, there's a little girl that didn't have parents that lived in that home that had a lot of stomach issues. She liked to not come on his live. I don't even know. I never saw her on his live. I really didn't. But maybe he'd let this little girl, I won't say her name, have a wrench. I don't know. But it's not like he's trying to do anything or anything. He's in a home. He's in a home. Okay? So you guys can spread your rumors about, ooh, underage mods and all this. No, you're wrong. Okay? He is, as in my title of my live, he was a gentle. He tried to be gentle in the way he spoke to people. Very humble for what he's going through and finding the happiness in life and whatnot and the silliness and whatever he could, and knew how to, try to keep himself busy on the internet with making little videos and trying to make people laugh. He was a gentle, humble soul. That's all there is to it. Please let him rest in peace. Thanks, everybody. Love you guys.